welcome to Unique Truth with Sharjay. Thank you for joining me. Today I have a special guest. He's my cousin's cousin, so therefore he is family. Harold Trotter, playwright, 1989 Dreams production. He has a play that's going to be in town this weekend called Black Boys Cry. Or is that what it's called, Harold?
Yes.
Okay, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So let's get right into it. Tell me about yourself, how you got started, that type of thing.
I'm originally from California, but I went to school at the Grambling State University in Grambling, Louisiana.
Yeah.
And there I studied music and theater. And then after that, I moved to Texas. And now for the last 7 years, I've had this company called 1989 Dream Productions. And we've done plays throughout the nation. I've had acting classes throughout the country. And it's just been like a real fun.
Okay. So, is this your first play that you've written?
So we've done numerous. This is my first play with all the cast.
Okay.
I was just new and excited for me. I've done previous shows called What's Been Said, No Peace. Last year we did a gospel version of the Wjzz called The Messiah of Oz. We did a homage show to Rick called Super Greek. We've done several shows.
Yeah, I was cruising through your page and I did see you had several plays. I really kind of wanted to know what Super Freak was about.
It's a biography about Rick James, and I mean, he had a crazy life, so you can only imagine what happened on stage.
So was that something that is it sanctioned by his family, or was that just something you did research and created a play on?
Yeah, I did lots of research. I was actually very fortunate that you talked to some of his family members. I wasn't able to do contact with his family.
Okay. Well, when you bringing that one back? Where can we see that one?
That one is coming back sooner.
And you got to make a stop in Detroit. Is this your first time bringing one of your plays to Detroit?
It is. I'm really excited about it.
Okay, it's your first time coming to Detroit. Tell us about the name of your production company, 1989 Dreams. What's that about?
So I was born in the year 1989.
Okay.
But the main reason I started my company is because I was going to different auditions for different interviews, like everything told no. And I mean, the person that lets everybody else determine my dreams come true. So that was just came to life. It was the year I was born in and me following my dreams. That's really what my company is all about, is pursuing people and helping people pursue their dreams.
Let me ask you, people are saying that there's an echo. You don't have like your...
I definitely heard that echo. It was just why I couldn't get mine.
You don't have your computer on or anything while trying to watch us while we're talking, do you?
No.
Okay, so there's an echo. Hopefully we can get past that. Modern technology does what it wants to do. So the play is this Saturday. And right now you're in Chicago, I think.
Right now we're in
You're where?
Houston.
Houston. Okay. So that's why you're not in town. You're putting this play on there. So the play is going to be. Tell us about the play.
So the story is about Black males and their journey, their life, their experience, gaining knowledge through brotherhood.
Gaining knowledge through brotherhood. So now the title sounds like, Black Boys is Crying or something like that. But I read the synopsis and it says that it's a hilarious play. Explain the title and explain how it's hilarious.
So without giving away too much, the word cry has different meanings. And this particular play is not actual tears falling through your eyes, but it's actual a cry. So that's what it is. That's what makes it fun, because our journey in life is fun. It's exciting. It's also meaningful. It has different moments in life that we all experience. A lot of things happen to us in the past, explains who we are.
Okay. Do you act in the play also?
I'm not in the play.
Okay, you're not in the play. You don't act in the play. So it's this Saturday at Marygrove, right?
Correct.
Okay, and when we talked the other day, you said this was a little bit larger of a facility for you. So explain like how that's going to change, if that's going to change anything as far as how you present it, or because I'm thinking you before you were in smaller venues, or maybe they were larger. I don't know.
Correct. Yeah. I really like the show being intimate. It's just because it's a personal show. People really get to feel like they're immersed in it. But we're still excited to come to Marygrove, be there to video, and really just have the opportunity for a large audience to see it at once.
Okay. I know you'd be glad. Are you like trying to get it into like the Fox or the Music Hall or something like that? Is that like when it comes back? Will that be like the next step to go? I don't know how that.
Not for this one, but super free.
Okay. Okay. And what other things are you working on, or other ventures that you want to get, like movies or?
Yeah, that's a good question. So in the city, we're doing a lot of things. We just opened the performance center. It's called Urban House, which is just opened in August. And then we have a new project coming next year. So another show will be on tour. It's called The Miseducation Show. It's based off the Hill educational album. It's a young lady. This is her journey.
Okay. Okay, so these actors, are these your friends, or did you hire? I mean, when you get with a group of people, because I've done some stuff like acting per se, but you get with a group of people and you kind of stick with that group of people. So are these the people that you have in everything, or?
They might be before we start. No, I mean, theater, you become a family with people that you that as you're on hints for. But that's the thing about it is that I love new talent. Get to work with different people all the time, and then I have to return.
Oh, okay. So it's this Saturday. Give us information like on how you can get tickets.
So you can open to 1989 DRAMS.com/tickets. And you can get tickets there. You can also follow us on all social media at 1989 News, or you can Google us, 1989 Productions, or Harold A.A.Y. Roderick.
Okay, so when Saturday, November 4th, Marygrove College at
7:30.
7:30. And you're just here for the one night, right?
One night.
So if you don't catch it this one on Saturday, y'all, you miss it. And it sounds like it's going to be absolutely amazing. And I'm so happy for him. I've never met him. He's my cousin's cousin, but he family, like I said. And when we were talking, I told him, "Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. I feel so much joy for you," and I really do. And I can't wait. I'm going to be there Saturday. Bring a couple people. Try to bring a couple people with me so we can support you. Black people doing stuff in the community. That's a wonderful thing. And this is not something. I mean, there are several black playwrights. I mean, there's Tyler Perry and a couple more people I just can't think off the top of my head. But this is the field for black playwrights. It's very small, isn't it?
Yeah, the difference between black playwright and and non-black is that we have to work to independent. A lot of times we see other countries, they're doing that are independent. They're doing Cinderella, and so on. It's only the black community that really pushes their own project. What's really great when we get the community to support us, even better when we get community that are not to support us. So I'm really excited about coming to Detroit. I'm excited about all the support that we've been receiving with people who don't know us, and we're just really grateful for that. We hope to not only entertain you, but leave you with a great message and a good conversation starter.
Right. Because the family is very excited. I think Debbie is selling tickets. She's like a one-man band selling tickets. She's like, I bought tickets for this person and I bought tickets for that person, and she's like, I got to go over here and take the tickets, and so you've got family support. Like I said, you're on the other side, but you still family, and we're trying to support you because this is exciting. It's like I've got a playwright adjacent in the family, and I'm very excited about that. So anything we could do to help you trust and believe, we're trying to do it. I will see you Saturday. Anything else you want to tell us? Tell us anything. This is your chance to speak out to Detroit as far as my reach go anyway. So tell us what you got.
I just want to say thank you so much for inviting us on your platform. We look so forward to seeing you, meeting you on Saturday, and just as a massive message to leave.
Can you turn your volume down a little bit? That might help with the.
Let's see.
So let's see.
Okay, I'm going to all the way down and just give you a thumbs up. I can't hear you now. Thumbs up here. That's better.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound too much better. So.
No, okay.
A little bit, but not much. But like
come back.
I apologize. So. But you were saying you looking for.
Just as a last thing, just wanted to you can walk into even yourself, and you follow your own dreams, no matter what you can always find yes.
Okay, that's a good thing to say. Well, I am looking forward to the play. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited that I get to be there with you, for you. Are you nervous, or you've done this before? Are you nervous about coming in front of the family?
Anxious and excited.
I say you anxious and excited.
I'm not scared, so maybe they're nervous.
Well, this is their job, right? They do this.
There you go.
Right. I used to get nervous before I did something, before I would go on air. I used to get nervous, but after a while it just goes away. So there's nothing really you can do about it. You get up there and hope you do the best that you can. Hope that you do the best that you can in what you're doing. So that's how that is. That's their job. They usually do that. You don't have even a small cameo like how Tyler Perry is in everything. And I can't think of this other guy's name, but he usually does like a small part in his play. Like he might be like, they might have a church scene and he might be the pastor for like 5 minutes.
You gonna see me at the door. You might see me at the booth. Running around.
Yeah, because when y'all do these small plays, you see the actors out there passing out the tickets and parking the cars.
You about to have me add to their contract.
Oh wow, these small plays, that's what they do. They be selling tickets, they be selling popcorn, they be
they be in the back channel.
And then I'll be like, that was the guy that sold me my programs. So that being said, it's a troupe. Y'all been traveling for what, a couple months now together?
Actually, Detroit's the city on top.
Oh,
so
okay.
we did Houston, which is where we're based, and Detroit's first. We'll be in Dallas next weekend, and then headed to
headed to Atlanta.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now Atlanta is a big venue for like music, plays, whatever you trying to do. Did you send an invite to Tyler Perry? He might show up and.
We have not. I might do that.
Yeah, go ahead. All he can do is say yes or no. Them the only two choices that he has. Let me do this station break. You're watching Wjzz Cool TV, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. I'm gonna hold you for just a little bit longer. I don't have my notes with me, but I want to make sure that you get all your information out there. The play is this Saturday, November 4th, Marygrove. Tickets, you want to give the ticket prices?
Yes, the tickets are $30 and $50 for VIP.
For VIP. What does VIP include for my extra $20?
Yeah, you get an extra, you get an official poster signed by the cast.
Okay.
And then you get snacks with it. You get a drink and a snack. And then bring it sitting at the theater. Now I'm gonna get in trouble because I had an hour in the box office. I'm quite sure it is.
I think I heard VIP tickets might be gone. I think I was told that by our cousin. I think that's what she said. So, you know, those went quick.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Because I think, well, we were thinking about doing VIP, but I think she said, yeah, the tickets are gone. So, 1989 Productions, you said you're thinking about doing some other things. And when you do other things, especially this Super Freak, bring it on to Detroit. Because I really would like to see that. I really would. I saw that when I was going through the notes, and I was like, oh, this looks like this might be. I didn't think it was about Rick James, so let me just say that. I was interested, but I didn't know that that's what it was about. So I appreciate you getting up a little early because you're like an hour behind. So it's 11. It's still your morning and our afternoon. I appreciate you so much for being here, taking the time to talk to us. I know you're busy. You said you do more nights than days, so I really, truly appreciate it. Okay. If there's nothing else you want to say, I will see you Saturday if that's okay. And I hope we have a wonderful time, and I'm looking forward to meeting you face to face. Okay.
Bring some books, bring your some music, bring something, and then we're gonna just as you share, have fun with this.
All right. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of it.
You do too.
All right. Thanks. All right, y'all. That was my cousin's cousin, Harold Trotter, playwright for Black Boys Cry, this Saturday at the Marygrove College in the auditorium. Tickets are $30. VIP is $50. Even though I believe that those are sold out, and I am really looking forward to this. I'm so happy that I know a playwright. My repertoire of friends is stepping up. Okay, so let's get into our regular show news you can use. All right. There is a coat drive today, Wednesday today. Let me look in my phone because I left the notes at home. So it's a winter coat drive presented by All Things Women. It's today from 3 to 8. Free coats, hats, gloves, scarves, socks, and heavy blankets. It is all ages and sizes on a first come, first served basis. 2340 Calvert. That street, and that's in Detroit, 48206. There's a winter coat giveaway. Must be present to receive a coat. So you can't send your friend to get you a coat too. So get up, and if you can, to go over there. They asked me to tell you about that. So make sure you go if you need a coat or if your kids need some coats. This is a chance to get them, because today it is actually cold. It is cold in Detroit today. Okay. So that's one item. There was another. I do have another one. Wayne State University Law School is presenting an expungement fair at 471 West Palmer Avenue, and that's in Detroit as well, 48202. And that's the 3rd, that's Friday, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So Wayne State University Law School expungement fair. So if you've got one of them younger days, indiscretions on your record and you want to get it off, it's been 20 years or whatever, and you did what you did, go and look at it and try to get that expunged. If it's keeping you from getting a job, please make sure you do that. Now, I give you all information that other people send to me. And when they send it to me, I pass it on. I don't check these sources. I just assume that what they send me is accurate. So that being said, check it out before you go. Okay. Don't just go over there and be mad at me talking about, hey, you sent me over there to get a code and they ain't had no codes and that wasn't the right thing. So let me go back and give you the place you can check. That was presented by All Things Women, and you can go to their website, which is allthingswomeninc.org. allthingswomeninc.org, and check it out before you go over there. Get the information. And I don't think I have a number for the expungement fair, but you can always call over to Wayne State and ask them what's going on if they're having the expungement fair, because I don't have a contact information. this says this says whoever sent it to me says tell this to the people, so it's November the 3rd, so they can go over there and get their shit together. So that's one way of putting it. Go over there and get your shit together. If something that you did when you was in your 20s is keeping you from getting a job now when you're in your 40s, and you can't get that off on your own because lawyers are expensive, go over there and let them help you out. Okay. I do know that things like this, I try to present things like this to help people better their lives. You know, I don't have the answer to everything, but anything that I could pass on to y'all in order to help you, I am more than happy to pass on. But again, I say go over there and check it out before you go. Sure, you need a coat, but don't go over there without calling or going on the website or trying to get the information for yourself, because I don't check it. I just take that what people send me is accurate. Okay. Also, I told you guys last couple weeks that the Toys for Tots website was open for you to get toys for your children, but you have to go on the website because it was so many things that needed to be done. It was like certain zip codes had to go to certain places, and it was just too much for me to relay to you. All I can really do is relay the fact that the website is open for you to get toys. And it's also, if you want to give toys, there are several Toys for Tots drop-off locations around the city. I believe that we're going to have one, but I don't have the information right now. So when we get it together, I will pass that out, because not only do people need toys, we need people to give us the toys as well. Okay. Let's talk about the books. Go to the Wjzz Cool TV book club Facebook page. Join our Facebook page. Log on. We will be talking about books. This is the book that I have. It's called A Fury. It's by Eva Vertrice. She will be with me next week. We will be talking about her book. And if you go get the book, we will talk about it on the website as well. The book is about... it's about vampires and gothic powers, and it's a urban adventures. It's a ring that's holding the power of two angels, assassination attempt, and the right hand of God. So it's a Halloween type book read, but it's cold and dreary outside. This is the type of book that you want to read. And I will be speaking with the author next week, Eva Vertrice. Her books are available on Amazon and I believe on Barnes and Noble. So check her out. I think it's a good read. I started it, but I haven't had a chance to pick it back up. So I'm only a couple of chapters in, but I am enjoying it. Okay. So if you want to get her book, do that. Okay. You guys know that I try to talk about things that help us, our diet, our exercise, our money, our health, our sexual health, which, you know, that's a really prominent topic in my life, the sexual health. So in a couple of weeks, I've got a young lady coming on, and she will be presenting adult aids, if you will. She has a store that carries those type of things, and I know it's a little bit... risque for the daytime. However, the kids should be in school. And if you're in your office, put your headphones in, because, you know, that's what we're going to be talking about. And the reason why I'm going to be talking about that, because it's something you could use. And a guy sent me a message, and he said he didn't think that women that use those type of devices had a need for a man. And fellas, that is not true. There is nothing like a man, like you, the touch of a human being. Those things are inanimate objects that perform a service. And that's not really what a woman wants. She wants to be with her man. But if she doesn't have one, then she uses that. And so I don't really see a problem with it. But I want you guys to know, you're hearing it here from a woman, an experienced woman at that. That is not what we prefer you. And even if we do use those things, we still prefer you. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be educating people on how to use them, telling the guys that even though we do use them, that's not our first choice. It would rather be you. And in some cases, that's not how you start. That's just how you start the party. That's not how you finish the party. Because, you know, a lot of people after that, after they've done that, they want to be like with the rest of that's like the appetizer. There you go. That's the appetizer. So after you get done with the appetizer, you ready for the rest of the meal and some dessert too. Okay. So that's what we're going to be talking about. And it's not, that I just want to be talking about that. I want the guys to know, and I want them to help. And if you got good sense, fellas, you will get one of those and use it with her. Therefore, you can take all of the mystery out of what's going on with her, use that with her, and that will clear up a whole lot of stuff. Okay. Okay. Now, things I saw on the internet, man, when I tell you, not on the internet, on social media. Let me be clear. Things I saw on social media. So there was this woman. She had several bags, like 10, 15 bags in front of her. And she was ripping through the bags. Now, I couldn't see the name of the stores. There was some pink bags, so that might have been Vicky's Secret. And some, I'm not sure what I saw. I might have saw a Coach bag and some other things. Okay, so there's like about 10 or 15 bags, and she's ripping through these bags and cussing this guy out because the things that he purchased for her, she did not want them. She was saying, I didn't ask you for this shit. Why would you buy me this stuff? And, you know, some of the things she pulled out, and they were kind of nice things. But her issue was she asked him for a Pandora bracelet, necklace, and earring set. And she was highly upset. Now, again, y'all know I say that I believe this stuff that people do on social media, I believe it's for likes, because I just can't imagine that a woman would be that ungrateful for a man who went out and spent his hard-earned money on you. And even if you did not, she wasn't even looking at the stuff, but even if it wasn't anything that you didn't want, you could have taken it quietly, taken it back to the store and took the money and purchased what you wanted. When guys keep a few of the things so he could see you in it. I mean, you don't have, that's deception, but I think deception in that case is better than cussing that man out when he honestly went out and tried to do things to please you. I thought that was so ungrateful of her. And again, I say, they're making it bad. These women are making it bad for the ones of us that have good common sense. Okay. And I know I've been coming down on the women lately, but that's what's been out there. That's what has been. I don't think a man would get on social media and say he don't want this shit, something that you took the time to buy. Even if he didn't like it, I think he would pretend that he did. Number one, because one, the fellas are left out so much that they are left out that they're more appreciative, I think. Some of them. Let me be perfectly clear, because an ungrateful person is an ungrateful person. It don't matter who it is. But for the most part, even if the man did not want what you had bought, he would never have gotten on social media and cussed you out about it and threw the stuff in your face, which is exactly what she did. And the poor little fella, he was standing there. He was so dejected that he was like, well, he said, I could take it back then. And, you know, and you could hear the frustration and I think fear in his voice, because he said it so timidly that he was scared to say it, because I think if she'd have heard him say it, that's what she would have told him. Well, then take this shit back then. But honestly, I swear to God, I hope that this is for likes, because nobody should treat anybody like that. It looks bad all the way around. And it's mostly women doing it. Like I talked last week about the woman that didn't want to go to Cheesecake Factory, and the woman who spent $200 at this man's expense, and all he asked her out for was drinks. And I don't think anybody should be doing any of that to anybody. Okay, you're watching WJZZ Cool TV, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like us, follow us, share us, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. I just want to say a few more things about that woman. If that is how you acted for real and it wasn't for likes, you should be truly ashamed of yourself. That was not warranted. Okay. All right. So I want to talk about my books. Always. That's always the case. I'm always going to want to talk about my books. Okay. I'm working on the website, sharjay.com. The books are available at sharjay.com. I'm tightening it up. I'm getting a lot of traffic on the site, so I'm going to put more content on the site, more content pertaining to the book. Maybe I'll read some excerpts on there, that type of thing. So just to give more interest in the book. As you all know, the book is entitled A and Always for Apple, Volume 1 and Volume 2 1/4, and the books are erotic adult alphabet books intended to help the over 100 million adults in America that cannot read or read at or below an 8th grade level. And there is no shame in not knowing how to read. The shame comes from you not doing anything about it, okay? So don't sit there not being able to read. No, you don't necessarily have to get my books. Just pick up a book and learn how to read. And I think when people they don't admit to you that they can't read, I think it's because they're ashamed, okay? And that you need to take that out of it. Your forefathers fought for you to be able to read, and they died for you to have that privilege. You should take advantage of it, because the level of illiteracy in this country is horrible. And I look at some people's Facebook posts and stuff, and it's like, I hope that they're using text speak and that they're not using this as the correct word. This guy asked me, he texted me and asked me to come over for dinner. He said, come, C-U-M, get some, S-U-M. And I don't know, I didn't go because I really wasn't sure what he was talking about, you know. That's kind of scared me, because that come was not C-O-M-E, and I was a little afraid of what might be happening when I got to his house, so I did not go. Okay, so that's a pet peeve of mine. You can't spell, and I've read some people's Facebook posts and some of my family members, and I'm like, I don't know what this child is talking about, because none of it made any sense, and none of it went together, and they put that out there. And I don't know if they were so angry, because some of the posts are angry posts. I don't know if they were so angry that they just didn't care what they were spelling, and with autocorrect, don't depend on autocorrect, because that will mess you up each and every time. It's predictive texting. It'll think that that's what you're going to say, and some people let that go, and when you read their post, you're like, what in the entire hell is this person trying to say? Okay, so yeah, that's not what you want to do. Okay, so yesterday I had the privilege of volunteering at Love Only. It's an organization that helps feed the community, and we cooked up a beautiful meal. We did turkey meat nachos and took it down there to them. I had a wonderful time. These people are very generous with their time, with their food. The guy's name is Tree Graves, I think is his last name, and his first name is not Tree, but that's part of his name, and I can't pronounce it. Okay, so and actually I will have him on the show in a couple of weeks, talking about the work that he does down there and helping the community. And that is something I'm looking forward to as well, because like I said, helping people in the community, in the city, that's my goal in all of this and all that I do. I was tired, but I got up and volunteered with them. I was down there at 9 in the morning, and I left at about noon, and that's just, something I do. Also, I forgot to mention to y'all that every Sunday at Plymouth United Methodist Church, Reverend Hood's Church, 600 East Warren, We pass out fresh produce from Trader Joe's, and sometimes there's milk and eggs and cheese and meat. Sometimes, not all the time, but whatever they give us, that's what we pass out. And like I said, when I pull up at 10:55 in the morning, 10:50, there are people lined up. We unload, and we're usually done unloading, depending on how much we have. We're usually done unloading by about 11:30, and we say that it technically we're supposed to pass it out at noon, but if we get it done early, spread out and organized, we pass it out early. So if you want to come by, we don't ask you any questions. We don't care where you come from. All we do is we say a little prayer because we're thankful that Trader Joe's gives us that food, and we pass it out. And it's good fresh produce and vegetables, and we've had pumpkins, and sometimes we don't know what we get. We get what we get, and we pass it out. One day it's a couple of cases of apples and a couple of cases of bananas, and then the next couple of weeks we may not have apples or bananas or anything like that. So but it's always something good, and we pass out. We talk to each other as the people are coming through the line, and it's like, well, what are you going to do with this? And we give like kind of little quick recipes. Oh, I'm going to saute these and put this with this. And I can see people as they come after a couple of weeks, because at first they're a little timid about coming to, like, oh, I'm begging for food. And that's not what it is. It's a community outreach program. It's good food that will go to waste if somebody doesn't come to get it. And we don't, we're not shaming anybody. As a matter of fact, whatever's left, sometimes it's like I've left with a bag of lettuce, and instead of stopping at the store, I've got my salad for today, because that's pretty much all I eat is a nice salad and a piece of fish. So, and sometimes we have fish too. So it just depends on what's there, what's given to us. Usually a lot of bread. Sometimes we have a table full of bread, and we pass that out. So if you're in the area, if you want to, please stop by, get the food. It's a community service that's there, and that you should be utilized, because sometimes we end up packing that stuff away, and we take it places, but I'm not going to say the people we take it to don't appreciate it, but sometimes we take them too much too. Let's say it like that. Sometimes we have so much to take that, it's more than they can use as well. Okay. And that's the best way to say it. So if you guys don't come get it, we're taking it to some people, and it might not get utilized because we're taking them so much as well. Okay. So that's something I forgot to tell you. News you can use. Okay. So, I talked about what's coming up in the next couple of weeks, and I'm trying to make it interesting for you. So if you want to talk about something, in my DMs, there are a lot of topics that we kind of touched on them, and we're going to touch on them. The sex toy one was in my DMs, and I've been getting more messages from a lot of men. Okay, and that's fine, because I appreciate and like to hear, especially from the guys, because I don't want you all to think that, oh, this is just a woman-centered show. She's talking about women all the time and women's issue. Nope, I haven't talked about a woman's issue since I've been back on. For the most part, I've been talking about the fellas, because you are the ones that are reaching out to me. I wish you guys would call me, and the number is 313-355-6018. I really would like to hear from some guys on some of the stuff that we're talking about, those issues with the ungrateful women and stuff like that. So like I said, I try not to bash on anybody, but I will never bash on the guys. That's not what this show is about. This show is to help everybody. Everybody needs help. And that's why I named the show Unique Truth, because people think, I'll say this, from my DMs, a lot of the issues have been the same issues, okay? And it's surprising that that's what it is. A lot of the issues have been the same issues that have been popping up in my DMs, and it has been from mostly men. I had one or two things from a woman, and I'm going to talk about that, bring that up. The woman was saying she is the side piece, and she's having problems with it. Okay, I understand that. We're going to get to that, because these are things, even though I talked about the do's and don'ts of cheating, there are other aspects to it. And everybody wants to say, Well, that's what she gets, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to tell y'all, it's a lot of that going on out here. Men are side pieces too. We're going to talk about the whole thing. We're going to talk about dating. Um, Let me talk about that real quick. The guys wanted to know why they're not getting that much play on the dating sites. I will tell you why. You have on hats, sunglasses, you've got other women in the picture. I'm not saying that that's your woman. I'm saying that we don't like that. When I want a picture, I want a picture of just you. Well, this my daughter or this my cousin. We don't want to see that. It looks like that's your girlfriend. That's the first thing. And ladies, you can correct me if I'm wrong. That's the first thing I think or we think when we see you in a picture with another woman. It could be your sister, but it just looks like that's your girlfriend, and we don't want to see it. And I do know that one guy did post a picture of his girlfriend because they were, if that was his sister or cousin, they were hugged up too close for my comfort. So either way, it's going to be some weird stuff going on if he hugged up with his sister like that. But it was his woman, I could tell. But we want to see your eyes. We want to see your hair. You all come at us like, oh, you all got weave and makeup on. You got on the sunglasses and a hat. I can't see you. I can't see your eyes, and I can't see your hairline. And not saying that these are important, but I want to see the full picture, just like you're saying we're hiding behind makeup and weave and stuff like that. Your hat is your weave, and your sunglasses is your makeup, and we can't see your face. And that's why you're not getting the play, because one guy did send a picture of his dating site profile, and he was like, what's wrong? And I told him, I'm telling you now, that's what's wrong. I told him as well, but I'm telling you now, that's what's wrong. You are covered up and I can't see you. And that's why I would not click on your picture. I will scroll to see, but you have it on in every last picture. Different or this is the one, you got a picture of just your dog on there. I don't want to see your dog. Or you've got a picture of a cartoon character or your jersey. I don't want to see that. I want to see you. I want to see you. Your face without sunglasses and without a hat on. Therefore, I can make an honest assessment of what you look like, what you got going on. If you bald or you're receding, let me see. It might not be that bad. I might not care. I just want to be able to see you fully. Okay? So don't hide behind those type of things. Now, what I was going to say is the reason why this show is called Unique Truth is the fact that people think their issue is unique to them. It is not. We all have problems. Truth of the matter is we all have problems, and we probably are all having the same problems. And the proof of that is the fact that in my DMs, there are so many people asking me the same thing. And it's men that are presenting these issues. And I didn't know y'all were having that many issues. Maybe that's my bad, because I'm thinking men don't feel, not me, but people think this, men don't feel like we feel about things, but you do. And by you telling me this in my messages, I'm learning that. So not only can I help you fellas, I can help the ladies understand you a little bit better. Not that that's what my whole show is about, but at the same time, if we can get some unity between the sexes, we'll be in a better space. I believe. I think the world would be a whole lot better if we all can get together and figure it out. You're watching the Unique Truth Show with Sharjay, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV. It's the coolest station in the world, okay? Yeah, so back to the dating thing. That's one of the reasons that we're not, and when I tell you, it was like, I'm going to say I had like about 20 messages from guys, and they were all asking something pertaining to dating, their website, their profile page, whatever. And questions like, what should I put on my page? And how many pictures should I put? And I don't know who told y'all that I was the dating guru or the sex guru, but okay, I'll accept that if that's what you want to give me, because I don't know why people tell me these things, but whatever you tell me, I'm gonna try to help you with it, okay? And I'm not gonna be out here talking about, well, Bill said a friend. I'm not gonna do that. That's not what we're here for. There is no shame in this situation, these situations over here, because this is life. Everybody is going through those type of things, and there is no shame in what you're going through. And this is a, remember I told y'all, this is a no judgment zone. We don't care about your morals over here. Don't bring that shit over here. We want everybody to feel like this is a safe space. You come here to get help. And if this person can help you, I would like for them to call and say that they can help you. Okay? I've helped saved a couple of marriages. And my friend Bobby, he don't care that I tell his business. He was like, him and his wife weren't connecting after the kids left. And this is what he said to me, and this is why he married his wife. He said when they were going out, when they first met, he would buy her lingerie, and he was like, she used to be putting it on in the car. And he said, I almost tore up my car a couple of times. He had a really big, one of them old school cars, huge. He's like, I almost tore up my car a couple of times because she was putting the lingerie on in the car. And that's what he loved about his wife. Well, they had kids. Stuff got a little mundane. He just knew, and he was okay with it. But he knew when the kids got out the house that they was going to get back to that, and they didn't. And the reason they didn't was because she was upset because he wasn't giving her the type of sex that she wanted. Well, he was mad because she wasn't walking around in the lingerie like he wanted. So he came to me, and we put it out there, and he, they worked it out. And I don't talk to Bobby that much no more because him and his wife are happy again. But he honestly was almost about to end his marriage for that. So again, I say, if it's something you want to talk about, please message me. We don't have to say your name. I never have, other than Bobby, because Bobby don't care. Well, I don't have to say your name. We can talk about whatever. We can try to get you some help or figure it out together, because I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV. And this stuff that I do is for entertainment purposes only, but I will never get on here and say anything that I don't believe will work or that is true. Okay? So that being said, if you want to reach out, do so. If you want to be a guest on my show, please hit me up. This is a free space. We can talk about whatever, don't matter. I'm willing to have you on and hash it out. If you want to come on here and talk about me and my books, because some people may not like my books. So whatever you want to talk about, I'm okay with it. It does not bother me. If you want to advertise with me here on Wjzz Cool TV, reach out. You can hit me up on my Unique Truth page on Facebook, or you can hit up the station, Wjzz Cool TV. If you want to sponsor, whatever you want to do, please reach out. If we don't want to do it, we'll tell you we don't want to do it. And if we do want to do it, we'll tell you that too. So, whatever it is, run it by us. We'll give it a listen and think about what you're talking about. I'm so open that it's not funny. So it's nothing you could come to me and say that I won't try to work with. All right. So as always, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. I would not do this if it was not for you. So you make it what it is. Okay. Thanks for joining me again. Have a great rest of your day, and bye for now.